What's up, Internet? Andy here from PS Nation, taking a quick look at Oreshika, Tainted Bloodlines. I'm going to do a written review for this, but the game comes out tomorrow when I'm recording this, and I want to try the game a bit more before I do the written review, so I figured I'd do just a quick gameplay video in case anybody was curious what this game is all about. I will avoid spoilers in the video, but I do have one party member right now that doesn't join immediately, so that might be considered a minor spoiler. If anybody cares about that, then probably stop the video, but I will otherwise try to avoid spoilers during this. So let me load up my data here. This is the clan I've been playing. Props to anybody who knows where that name comes from, Helmold clan. So here I'm in the town. I've got a few different options I can start with. So Coaching is your friend there. She's a weasel who's helping out your clan. I guess the basic premise of the game is that your clan has been cursed so that they die after about 2 years and they can't reproduce. So the gods kind of help them out, and well, you'll see. So she gives you advice, tells you what's coming up in the game, recent events, stuff like that. You can see the history of your clan, so you can see some of the members of mine. But before, so here's the actual clan members that I have right now. You can see some of their abilities, stats, generate a QR code. There's a bit of sharing in this game, and that's one of the things I haven't been able to test yet, which is part of the reason why my review won't be ready, is that none of this stuff is working yet, because the game's not out. All the normal kind of stuff you'd see. Town, where you can buy items, armor, things like that. So this is where you can meet other people's clans. There's a few other clans in the game that you can meet. I think they're randomized, but I'm not entirely sure. But I do know that you can somehow use the internet to meet up with clans of other people who are playing the game. Just like I said, none of that's actually working yet. Rest takes the thing off system. So with your clan being unable to reproduce, the way that you're getting by is by essentially making babies with the gods. So I'm going to take one of my clan members, and we're going to make a baby. There's supposed to be some strategy to who you pick, whether you want to like make up for the weaknesses of the character or whatever, but I've just been kind of picking at random for the most part. I'm sure this is a very accurate representation of how gods would make babies. So there's kind of a time management system in the game as well. As you do things, time moves on, and certain events only happen at certain times of the year. It's not too restricting because, for the most part, if you miss something, you can just wait a year and have it happen again. But it does add some strategy to the game. You got to make sure that you're on time for doing things.
ねえねえ、トシ様。近いうちにあっちの方。今月はそこに。以上。今月はどっから手を何をするか迷ったら。
So now if we look at upcoming stuff, we'll see that a new arrival will join the clan. So that's the baby. They take a little while to come out, I guess. So that was last month. This month, let's take a look at... So if you go into this, she can tell you what she thinks you should do. You can either just use it as is, or choose yourself, or you can just go and do it all on your own. So I'm just gonna run out on my own. Here's my current party. So here's the different dungeons and stuff. The clan residence where we live, and then this is where you can go to visit other clans. I'm not entirely sure how that works with online people. Right now it just shows me a list of clans that are in the game, but I think you can somehow go to online clans and that gets turned on. But for now, let's just go into one of these ones.
昔々神どうやら人々を消し地上から呼び寄せたい案外展開から
So dungeons, pretty typical RPG stuff. See the enemies down there, get into a fight with them. So then you have the wheels on the bottom that when you press the button will determine what your spoils are. And then the one weird thing about the game is that all of your characters give you counsel on what they think you should do in a turn. So I can ignore it and go to the actual list, or I can do what they're suggesting. And if you do your own thing too much, then their loyalty will suffer. Apparently they can even leave your clan, as that hasn't happened to me yet, but for the most part they come up with decent things to do. So one of the cool things about the combat system is that you can have people join in on special attacks. So let's get a couple of them joining in. And then whenever it gets back to the first person's turn, the attack goes off. You get a bunch of extra damage from it. Of course, those enemies are pretty easy, but... So yeah, it's pretty normal turn-based RPG. The one weird thing is that that leader is the one who has all of the items. So if you fail to kill the leader and they run away, you actually lose out on all the items. Which makes a little bit of push and pull, because sometimes you want to kill more enemies to get more experience, but you don't want to lose the items, so sometimes it changes whether you want to go after the leader first or try to kill as many enemies as possible. Yeah, see, just left with all of the items. So I got my experience, but I didn't get the items that I would have otherwise gotten. The dungeons are actually pretty sweet. They're really big so far, and they kind of intend for you to go back to them again and again. So as you go through the dungeons, you'll open up shortcuts and things for future times you come. If you spend too long in a dungeon, those little flames on the side will burn up, and that's how you know your month is passed. But you can stay in the dungeon for more than a month. It just your clan members will get tired faster the longer you stay in the dungeon. So let's actually kill the leader this time so I get the spoils. So then, because I'm just showing stuff, I'm going to return. Waste the rest of the month. Oh, it's a festival this month. So coming of age, your members can't do everything immediately. So for the first couple months you have them, they can't fight, and then for a few months after that, they can't make babies. So you gotta wait for them to come of age. We should get the new arrival. Obviously, you can put in the name whatever you want. Presets. We could do our own. And then which class they're going to be, or which trade. They get some bonus for being the same as their parent, so his parent was a Lancer. But you can choose whatever you want. There's actually some more trades, you have to unlock them through the game. I don't have them all yet. Now if I go to my clan, there we go. Of course I want to change all the equipment and stuff, but so the thing about making new clan members is that the gods tend to have really good stats, and the mix of the stats between the god and the clan member is kind of how you progress, which is a little bit different than most RPGs, since normally you're just progressing a single character, and this one you're kind of slowly moving between characters as your characters die. In fact, if you look at this character, those symbols on their face means that she's pretty close to passing away. Right, let's see if I rest. Probably. They give you a cool little summary of what that person did while they were part of your clan. So giving me all the advice on what to do. I don't care because I'm not even gonna use it save. So yeah, that's Oreshika. I'd say it's pretty cool. I definitely like the whole clan dynamics where you're slowly moving between characters as they pass away. There's obviously some pretty cool stuff with sharing too, from what I can tell, but I haven't really been able to dig too much into all of that. So keep an eye out for a review on PS Nation. Till then, have fun.